Deluded Pundit Richard Keys slams Man Utd boss Erik again and tells him to go back to Eredivisie. Pundit Richard Keys has continued his verbal assault on Erik after the Manchester United boss bemoaned the Premier League fixture schedule. The Dutchman saw his side take 4th place in the table as they beat Everton 2-0 at Old Trafford, with goals from Scott McTominay and Anthony Martial, but the win was marred by top scorer Marcus Rashford limping off late on with an apparent groin strain. United had previously beaten Brentford on Wednesday night following their defeat at Newcastle last Sunday and will host Seville in their Europa League quarter-final first leg this coming Thursday. And after their win over the relegation-threatened Toffees, their Dutch boss hit out at their congested period. After being asked about Rashford's knock, he told Bein Sports, "Some things you can't avoid, but it was avoidable. Why is the Premier League giving us the late Sunday night game and giving us the early Saturday game? I think it's not right. You run the risk. The players can't recover that quickly. We know all research that players need a certain period to recover and it accumulates. So then you run even more of a risk. It's also part of the schedule that we now find ourselves in this situation, and now we can only pray he is not dropping off." But former Sky Sports presenter Keys was having none of it, and in the latest in a series of criticisms about the ex-Ajax man, said, "Erik, as regards the scheduling and injuries, it's the English Premier League. If you don't like it, there is always of course Eredivisie where you can go and ply your trade." United fans, however, will hardly be taken aback by the outburst. Keys has not hidden his feelings towards HAG, who he originally dubbed 10 months in a jibe to how long he would last in his current job. He altered the name to 7HAG after the Red Devils were hammered by Liverpool last month and has frequently insinuated that the 53-year-old is overhyped. Keys, 65, has also mocked the signing of Wout Weghorst, who signed for the club on loan on January. After United beat Leicester 3-0 in February, he said fielding the Dutch striker was essentially futile. "You're playing with 10 men most weeks if he's in," ranted Keys. "I mean, he doesn't do enough to justify a starting place, does he? Come on, let's be honest." In other news, Man United midfielder tells club he wants to leave with door open for Newcastle to make move. With 9 games still to play in the current season, Man United manager Erik will likely not be concerning himself with player contract demands. However, one player has apparently made it clear that he won't be staying if he doesn't get more match time. The Dutchman has masterminded an excellent season for the Red Devils, having won the first competition available with a 2-0 win in the Carabao Cup final against Newcastle and guiding his side to the semi-finals of the FA Cup and the Europa League quarter-final. Not to mention ensuring the Old Trafford outfit are keeping pace with the Magpies in joint 3rd in the Premier League. With all of that in mind, one might question why Scott McTominay has told the board of his intentions per Football Insider. However, if the midfielder isn't able to dislodge any of his colleagues to ensure a more permanent residency in the United starting XI, he'll likely want to be made available for sale. In so doing, that will alert the Magpies and West Ham, both who are apparently keen on securing the Scotsman, per a separate Football Insider report. If it's a straight choice between those two teams, it really isn't a difficult choice at all for McTominay to make. One club is challenging for Europe and who have real potential to go places compared to one that might well be plying their trade in the Championship next season and don't appear to have any real direction at present. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to smash the like button and make sure to subscribe to Man United Hub to get all the latest updates.